Hi, I'm Denise from Always Bookkeeping. Back again today. We're going to talk about your personal monthly budget. Now, if you're like me, I have always put that off. I don't really like budgeting. But in my last video, I talked about personal net worth and how we calculate our personal net worth. One of the things that we talk about and we try to help our clients is to get to a personal net worth of 1.3 million at retirement so that they can live a comfortable lifestyle. So one of the ways that we recommend doing that is investing. And so you don't really know how much you have to invest unless you know what your budget is. So what's kind of left over at the end of the day. So I want to just kind of go over some ideas for budgeting. Again, very simple way to do it. There's all kinds of apps you can get. You can do spreadsheets and try to figure everything out to the penny. If you're into that kind of thing, that's great. Maybe you know exactly what you're budgeting. I know a lot of people are probably just getting paid, buying stuff, and hoping that they make it to the end of the month. So I'm just going to go over something really simple, personal monthly budget. So the first thing we want to look at is total housing costs. So we all have to live somewhere. Sometimes we rent, sometimes we own a home and we have a mortgage. So we're going to look at that. So housing costs. So we're going to look at a mortgage payment. So, and again, these are monthly payments that you're making. So we're going to say the mortgage is $2,500 a month. So I have my little cheat sheet here, $2,500. Then maybe you're renting an apartment, a condo, whatever it might be. So then you would put your rent in there instead of mortgage. So whatever your monthly rent is. If you own a house, you know that there's property tax. I don't know about you guys, but I got my property taxes this year and they're pretty high. I was kind of shocked to see that, but that's part of what it is. So $425 a month. If you live in a condo, you'll have condo fees, so you want to include that. And then you have your things like electricity. I'm just going to put $150 a month. And then gas, we'll say $125. House insurance, we're going to say $175. Again, if you live in an apartment, you should get tenant insurance. That would be included as a monthly fee. And then we have like the internet, phone, and cable. We're just going to bundle those all together. I'm going to say $250 a month. And then you might have repairs on your house or things that you want to do. Maybe you want to do some upgrading, things like that, and you kind of put aside a certain amount. And then there might be other things for your house. So, maybe you have a monthly budget for your pets, maybe. That could be in there. That could be another recurring payment. We have another spot for that as well. So what I have here for my house is the total is $3,625. So that's my housing costs for the month. Then we're going to look for transportation. And so maybe you have a car payment, and I'm going to say $450 a month. And then you, of course, have to have car insurance. And that I'm going to say is $175 per month. Sometimes people will pay it annually, whatever you do, but mine is monthly. So I'm going to do monthly. I'm just going to say repairs to your vehicle. Maybe you're getting an oil change or, in Edmonton, of course, we want those summer tires and winter tires. So maybe we're going to budget $100 a month for that. And then gas, of course, that kind of fluctuates. Maybe an average is about $250 a month. Again, things are different depending on how much you're driving. Your numbers are going to be totally different. But these are just kind of an idea Maybe you don't have all of this, but you take the bus, and so your monthly bus allocation, maybe you take the scooters, Uber, whatever those are. So that's your transportation costs. So mine is $975 a month. Then we have some other things. So this is just other fixed costs. We're just going to put other. So I have maybe insurance, life and disability insurance. And that's going to be $150 a month. And then maybe a gym membership. I'm going to put that at $45 a month. So my other fixed costs, $195. And so this might be somewhere where you put in, like if you have a pet, maybe you put, you budget a little bit for their vet bills or for the food that you have to get them, things like that. So we would put that in there. Then we have sort of variable costs. So this is things like your food and entertainment and, shopping that you might do, travel, things like that. And I'm going to base this on maybe 2 people. So your household, so maybe $2,000 a month. Some of you might be really good at not going out to eat very often. Some of you might hate cooking, and so you eat out a lot. So you want to take that into consideration. So I kind of made this part for maybe 2 people. So then what we want to look at is what your after-tax income is. So if you're a T4 employee, if you go to a job, you work and somebody pays you for it, you're going to get your pay stub, and it's going to show you what you earned minus your taxes, and so then you're going to have your after-tax income. So I'm going to assume, again, 2 people in this household, and they both maybe make an average of $3,500 a month. So $7,000 a month for 2 people. So we've got our after-tax income, $7,000. All of these expenses together, so this one, this one, this one, and this one, maybe I'll box them so it's a little bit easier to see. So these are our total costs that we have each month. And so we're going to take the after-tax income of $7,000 minus our costs, which are $6,795. And that's going to give us an amount left over of $205. So this is kind of what we have to work with. Again, like we said, we like to recommend investing. That's one of the ways that we know that you can build your net worth, get it up to that 1.3 million. It kind of seems like it's a small amount, $205, and it might not make a difference. I think that once you start investing, what we do is Canadian dividend paying stocks. And so every month you can kind of see those dividends coming out. You're building it up and reinvesting that. And so we can see it growing. It's a little bit. And so if you can do even $100 a month, that kind of gets you into the habit of doing it. So then once you start, when we looked at the net worth, working on getting some of those debts paid off, then you get more. So if you get to a point where maybe your car payment is done and you don't have that anymore, so then you can move that $450 or even, a couple $100 of that into the pot here, so you can do some more investing. That's going to build that pot for investing and increase your net worth. And so that's what we're kind of looking to do to help our clients with. So if you have any questions or you need help with this, you want to look into it a little bit more, I would encourage you to look us up. Our website is alwaysbookkeeping.ca. Phone number 780-554-8356, and our email address is info@alwaysbookkeeping.ca. You can talk to myself or Tony. We would be happy to help you, give you a free consult to let you know kind of what we can help you do. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.